guys, it's George and welcome back to my channel. This is the first episode ever. Yes, I said episode because I'm starting a series, guys. I've always been very much into restoration, flipping things, home decor, and that entire element. That is just a realm that has always been like a passion of mine. I love the whole like self-expression when it comes to home decor. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me along on this YouTube journey. But if you're not new, my channel consists of stuff with grooming, skincare, fashion, lifestyle, tons of different departments. Now I want to dive into something that I have absolute passion and fun doing. And what better way than to share it with you guys? So the other day, as you may have seen in a previous video, I actually found this telephone chair on the side of the road. And I'm not afraid to pick up things on the side of the road, guys. People throw away treasures, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I found some of my favorite pieces in my home alongside the road. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but you know, people don't understand like the appreciation when it comes to like vintage and stuff that is like not made anymore. And I mean, we have no need for a telephone chair, guys. If you're not familiar with what this exactly is, basically this is a seat that would be next to your landline phone. So people that would need to gossip, you know, hear the tea, they would sit down, sit here and do their thing. I'm kidding. This is just basically people sit and have their conversations. And that's the cool thing about this, guys. It's not just a piece of furniture. Something like this has a story behind it. The whole purpose of this is just to find the beauty in the most random things. So I want to take you guys along on journeys to flea markets, thrift stores, and just like random places, even stuff you find alongside the road, and try to find a way to repurpose them and bring the beauty back to the item. And I know there's tons of shows on HGTV and even here on YouTube of people doing these type of things, but I want this to be raw, fun, and just very me. I personally have a style that I don't want to say it's unique, but I love the whole French, Parisian, modern flair / restoration hardware / French chateau. I don't know what you want to call my style, urban. I just like so many different elements of style that I try to like create my own little thing. And I don't want to just stick in that realm for this channel. I'm going to try to like flip things that are outside my comfort zone and just have fun with it. Of course, I'm going to stay authentic and true to things that I find appealing, but you know, we're going to have fun. I'm so excited to start this, guys, and let's dive in and I'm going to show you some pieces that I picked up for this. So as you can see, this table is just this ratty like chair. It's really dirty. This ratty like cherry wood color, and the seat is nasty. So hear me out. This is the concept, guys. Envision this, think about it, use your imagination, because the budget for this series is not going to be like HGTV. So picture this, guys. This is going to be a nice gray color. This color right here. This is actually Rust-Oleum paint and primer in one. So got 2 in 1, guys. And it's important to make sure if you're painting over something that is also primed. The color is gonna be more vibrant, more full, and it's gonna look actually like it's supposed to, not trashy. It's gonna look complete. Most importantly, like when you have something that you're painting, you wanna make sure to use primer. And also on this channel, guys, you're gonna see my cats bopping around, and that was just mischief. The orange one, I have tons of cats. I have 4 cats, guys, and I want more. So this paint basically is good for wood, metal, plastic, and masonry. And this is called Matte Castle Rock. I love the whole gray tone, guys. I know some of you might be thinking like that's boring, but for me, that's my color palette. I love gray, I like gray, and I like gray. So this is the color I'm going for, but now we're not just gonna paint this and reupholster it and call it a day. I wanna give it a kind of like aged look. And by aged, I want it to look like kind of weathered a little bit. I like that weathered look, guys, where like the paint is kind of nicked in a lot of places and it's like chipping a little bit, but I want it to look professional. I don't want it to look like, you know, I just threw it in the yard and got some scrapes and bruises on it. And I'm also, most importantly, going to be decaling this, guys, with wood decals. So these pieces right here are basically medallions that you can find at your local Home Depot, Lowe's, and I actually got some from Hobby Lobby. I know we're kind of like anti-Hobby Lobby on this channel because they are against the LGBT community, but you know, they actually have some good stuff. I can't lie. So this is actually from Lowe's, and I got this for, I believe it was like $5.99. They had a nice little section of medallions, but they were a little too big for this piece. So this is the one that I felt like would look the best. My idea is I'm gonna put one right here on the bottom, and I may put one on the side as well. And I also have, we're gonna do a little haul, guys, might as well. While I was at Lowe's, I got some plant food because my plants need to be fed. They're hungry, they're famished. And when I was at Hobby Lobby, I also picked up some smaller medallions because I feel like these are gonna be more easy to work with on this piece. So we got some small, like little flower-esque type medallions. We have this bigger one, which I think might look good right here. And I also have this winged little, I don't know what you want to call this piece, but it is beautiful. I love all these type of like accents, guys. To me, it just screams like Parisian and very like, you know, upscale living in France. I don't know what you want to call that, guys, but there's something that's always had like my heart in that home decor love. So we got these, and also last little piece here. I got this cool little metal plate here for my plants while I was at Hobby Lobby, and it was on sale for like $1.50. And last, guys, I'm gonna share the fabric I chose for the upholstery because it's, you know, it's fabric here on this little bench, and I don't want to go overboard and do like a print or anything because again, that is not my style. But I actually have this laying around. It's this cream colored. It's kind of like not burlappy, but it's definitely cotton. Weird color fabric, and I'm just gonna basically put this on it and upholster it that way. And I'm thinking about using this rope for the rim. And this is just like a cream rope. So that's the concept, guys. Hopefully I was able to paint a clear image of my whole idea. And let's get to it. I'm gonna start off with the first thing here and get this thing cleaned. So now that this is completely clean, what I'm gonna do right now is just dry it down. Just because this is a wooden piece, and I believe that this is definitely like an authentic wood. This isn't like plywood or any of the like flaky IKEA type wood. It will warp, so you want to make sure that since you use a watery substance, a watery cleaner, I have to make sure this is dry so it doesn't like destroy the wood. Now this is all dry, what I'm gonna do is take off this seat because again, I'm gonna reupholster this, and also I want to make sure it's thoroughly cleaned around, like, you know, little crevices and whatnot. Before we start painting and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna flip her over, and I'm just using like a regular, I think these are called Phillips head, guys. I'm not a tool man, but yeah. Let's flip this over and see what the damage is. All right, this is nasty. This is, I don't know why someone ever find this fabric attractive, but hey, this is from like the 19 something. And yeah, so basically I'm gonna use this same wood, but I have brand new foam and fabric, obviously, I'm gonna use to reupholster this. So we're gonna start fresh, we're gonna start clean, and this is just gonna be like a completely clean slate once we, well, now. Now we're at the part where we're gonna go on the medallions, guys. These little things, in case you forgot what a medallion is. That's what these wooden accents are called, I believe. These were actually $1.99 from Hobby Lobby, and I'm so shocked because I wish I went there originally. First, I went to Lowe's, and that's where I got this. But I have to say, Hobby Lobby only had like smaller pieces and nothing that would really fit right here. And I really wanted to put something here. So again, guys, this is my next step. This is already dry, it's completely clean, and this is the final step for today. So we're gonna actually have to let this wood dry with the wood glue overnight, and once that's set in, then I could actually start painting. So I just need to figure out exactly where I'm gonna place these little medallions. And yeah, so this is gonna be the tough part because I want to make sure I thoroughly inspect this and like test out little places. So this is gonna be interesting. What you're also gonna want to use when you apply these, aside from a wood glue, and this is just a basic Type On 2 wood glue premium. I don't know if that's like a special brand or whatnot, but it's something that I had laying around. And you wanna make sure you have wood glue as well as a clamp so you could kind of like hold the piece, you know, in place. What I'm gonna do right now is measure exactly what is the middle section right here. I was just gonna eye this part out, but I recommend, guys, if you're a perfectionist like me, you probably wanna measure things. details on, and now this is the part where, guys, I have several different little details that I want to apply to this project. So you really want to just make sure you're thinking thoroughly, your mind is clear, you're zen, and you're putting the little details like this in places that you're completely confident you know you want them there. Because once they're wooded, like the wood glue is dried and like it's on, it is on, and it's not coming off. So as I was saying in the beginning of this video, I kind of wanted to put one right here because I definitely need to like elevate this little piece, I feel like. Or I also have this little detail that I feel like might look good. Oh, okay, I think I might like this better. So I actually have one more of these pieces identical to this. What I'm thinking about doing is putting it right here at the bottom as well. So we also have these little pieces right here, and these are probably like just a couple inches big. They're very tiny, but they're small details I feel like will go a long way. I'm just not sure exactly where I'm gonna put these. Again, these are only $1.99 from Hobby Lobby, and I'm super pumped. They are complete like wood. And yeah, let's take a look. Super tiny, but it definitely complements the flower that's in the middle of all these pieces. So far, I'm thinking looks great. Again, this wood glue has to be on there to dry for like 24 hours. So I'm gonna let this do its thing, and I will catch you guys once this is dried to paint. Day 2, and you guys, finally the wooden accents are officially like dried. So now what I'm gonna do is we are going to take these off. There's 1, 2, hey, do I have another one somewhere? Oh, yeah, right here. There's 3. All right, so those are good. And basically now what I'm gonna do is paint this. So I wanted to make sure I give this 24 hours for these little wood accents to be dried down. So they're officially dried, they're good, they're definitely on their type, which is beautiful. And now what I'm gonna do is use this 2-in-1 primer and paint. And we're gonna paint. So I'm really excited. This is a matte Castle Rock color. It's gonna be like a little grayish mixed with kind of like a cream. I don't know, I'm excited guys, but let's get painting. So I did a lot of thinking as I was letting this thing dry. And what I really think that I wanna do, originally I wanted to distress this and make it look like even more aged, but it looks so clean and crisp the way that it is right now. But there are a lot of like nooks and crannies that I feel like I can give detail. Like there's a line going down right here, and just like I kind of want to bring out the crevices in parts like this. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually using this is just a basic acrylic matte black paint, and I'm going to just smudge this pretty much everywhere with a dry rag, and I'm gonna take a wet one and wipe off certain parts. So I don't want it to be black, but I want like just the nooks and stuff to be darkened, just so like emphasizes like the details. So that's my goal, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's do it. One piece of advice I definitely want to give you guys: first off, wear gloves. My hands are disgusting right now, but I would not recommend using the paint on a dry rag. Use a wet one because it comes off way easier. Initially I started with the dry, and it kind of just like put a black tarnish around everything, but luckily like with the wet one on hand, I wiped off the major like black parts. But I'm not sure if you can make this out. A lot of these like grooves and whatnot, I just wanted to like give it a little bit of extra detail to, and even like around here. I don't want to make it major, but again guys, I don't want this to look like too much of a polished piece. I kind of want it to look aged and, you know, the old world Parisian type vibes. So right now what I'm going to do guys is actually give this a coat of a clear finish. Now I typically like a matte finish, but I feel like since this does look that aged, I kind of want to make it look a little more not old with a gloss. So now that this is finally dry, what we're gonna do is the upholstery. And guys, upholstery is very intimidating. I know like a lot of people think it's a hard task when it comes to like repurposing or restoring a piece of furniture, but honestly, it is very simple. So this actually was just screwed on, and I just flipped it over, unscrewed it, and now we're just going to rip off this nasty, disgusting fabric that was on here. So it's actually so old, it is just ripping right off. And actually, wow, there was some fabric even uglier than this underneath it. Ew. Step one, now we have a clean slate. So what you're gonna need for this whole reupholstery process is, number one, a reupholstery staple gun. These you can find anywhere. I think like even Walmart and Target have these. They're pretty affordable, but you're gonna need this to staple on the fabric and hold it into place. That's pretty much the main goal for this. But we have a staple gun. I'm also gonna try to do some like embroidery. We'll see how it looks, but I have a glue gun here, guys. This is ancient, by the way, probably like 50 years old, but I don't even know what you call this. It's not foam, but it is like something cushiony, and that is exactly what the old thing was underneath here. So we're just gonna basically, this is new, guys. This whole thing is gonna be fresh. And we have the foam situated. And guys, you can actually double this up if you want to make it like extra cushiony or whatnot. And then you're going to take your fabric, put it around, and then you're simply just gonna fold in each corner and staple. Very simple, and hopefully this turns out like the way that I'm envisioning. And finally, guys, we have a finished product. This is the gossip table, chair, gossip piece, guys. I'm so excited to reveal this because honestly, I've been wanting one of these tables for the longest time, and I feel like I put my touch to it and it looks beautiful. The color concept, the fabric choice that I use, everything just really ties into my whole Parisian type vibe. I wanted to incorporate a modern flair to this piece, especially since obviously these are obsolete anymore. We don't need these pieces of furniture at all. So what I decided to do was use this little inside rack right here for some magazines, no longer telephone books. In fact, people don't really, use magazines anymore, but here we are. And I have a wireless charger on the top. And of course, you could use this for whatever you want. Let's have a little plant up here, wireless charger, modernize it. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was a lengthy video, but honestly, guys, I really want to put out quality and fun and raw content. So I know this video is going to be a little bit outside my typical realm of what I create, but I'm making this a series, guys, because honestly, home decor, restoration, flipping, and just like restoring pieces, especially of the vintage and antique type, is a passion of mine and it's a hobby. So I'm very excited to bring you guys along on this journey. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be uploading videos to this series, but I'm just excited to get started, guys, and to share a passion of mine that I've had for a very long time. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, say thanks, give compliments, and think positive. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.